Well, we're back. This is episode 6. We are making our way quickly through the 2016 season. Episode 6 of the Adam Cohen Coach's Corner. Coach, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Well, just one game to talk about since we chatted last week against New Haven on Saturday. Tough one-goal loss. Right in it for the full 90 minutes, but unfortunately not able to secure a point. Give us your assessment of the team's play against UNH on Saturday.
Well, the result is important for sure. But that being said, we left that game feeling like we played very well. So we were pleased with the girls. We were pleased with the effort. Pleased with the quality for the most part. So there's really, with the exception of the result and a couple mistakes that we made,
Yep.
We were very pleased with the performance. I would say for sure. Caroline Peterson played very well. But really, across the board, we felt like we got good performances from the players. The attitude was good. The effort was good. So mostly positives.
You are officially now into the second half of the season.
Yep.
Past that midway point, 8 games left to go here in the regular season, and plus hopefully many more in the tournaments. But let's get your take on the first half of the year. What have you liked from your team? What do you still need some improvement on? And with all that said, what do you really need to address here to be successful in the second half of the year?
Yeah, we look first and foremost at the progress. I think we're a completely different team in terms of the quality with which we're playing now than we were just a few weeks ago. So I think, when we go and we evaluate the video and we watch how we're playing and how specific players are playing, and we're very happy with the progress. Because what you look at really is, are the players able to adapt to the tactics? Are they learning? Are they progressing as part of the journey towards where you want to be at the end of the season? And I think the answer is yes, that we are getting better and better. That being said, we want to make sure we're getting results in these very, very close competitive Northeast 10 conference games.
You talk about results. We'll talk about the opponents upcoming this week in a second, but this conference is always extremely competitive. This year, as you look at the standings up to the minute here, you have 9 teams, separated within really just a few points of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And out of those 9 teams, certainly, and you're in that mix right in the middle. Mm-hmm. There. Some of those teams ultimately are going to make the conference tournament, make the NCAA tournament, and some will not when all is said and done. But with all that said, you've been here a while now. You've been, coaching in this league. What makes this conference so competitive, from night in and night out?
I think first and foremost it starts with the institutions. We have 15 quality institutions that attract top quality student athletes in the conference. So you get high achieving student athletes across the board in all the schools. And the coaches do a great job. I think we have great student athletes, very good coaches that prepare their teams. So what you get every game is an athletic competition. You're challenged. There's no easy game, Mike. And I think it's getting harder each year. I think when the coaches when we speak, the coaches throughout the conference when we speak, it sounds like a broken record because every year we're saying, wow, this year is so competitive, so competitive. This year's no exception, but we find that this year there's even more parity and, I think that there's some change in, how the teams are faring against each other. It's just a very, very strong conference. We're glad to be a part of it because when you get a student athlete that's a high achieving student athlete, they want to be in an environment where they're going to be challenged each game, and I think that's what they get.
You will face 2 of the top 3 teams in the conference as it relates to the standings this week, starting off with Adelphi and then AIC later in the week. Adelphi is on a nice run. They're ranked in the top 15 nationally. It's a team that you played twice last year. Were defeated twice by Adelphi. But with that said, what are you expecting out of the Panthers here coming up this week?
They're good. They're good. They were good last year. I think they have some different aspects to the game that they're really going to push us. We're going to have to be ready. They're they have a very good mix of athleticism and quality on the ball. So, we're going to have to cross our T's and dot our I's and really make sure that we're prepared, and our players are going to have to be prepared for a very, very good competition.
AIC later in the week. I'm sure you'll watch the film and get ready for them after Adelphi. So we'll keep the focus on the next matchup. But Coach, best of luck this week.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully we're talking about some more good things next week.
Very good.
And have a great week, everyone. Thanks for tuning in for episode 6 of the Adam Cohen Coach's Corner.